Hello there. Today I've got a video for you on packing and shipping Lego items when you're selling on eBay and Bricklink. I've got these 4 items I've purchased myself on eBay, and I'm going to open them up one at a time on camera. I'm going to go through and rate them, and then at the end of the video I'll show you how to cut these boxes down to save money on shipping. Here we have our first box. It's a pretty good sized box. And as you can hear, there's a lot of extra room in there. They're leaving money on the table when it comes to shipping. It's a repurposed Amazon box, and I don't mind that at all. In fact, I like to see people reusing boxes. I'd rather have someone ship me a used box than to pay for a new box when they're shipping used Lego. So here's the set. It's partially built, and that's fine. They could save a little bit of money if they took it apart. As you can see, they've got a good 2 inches they could have saved on that box size. Some of you may recognize it, but it's the Alpha Team Command sub from the Mission Deep Sea series. It's a fun set. And in the bottom they have the instructions. And that's the right place for them to be. You want to lay them flat in a separate plastic envelope here. That's really good. Sets are in baggies. That's also very good. You don't want any pieces falling out the bottom of your cardboard box. So I would rate this packing job at 6 out of 10 studs. Here we are at box number 2, and right away with these flat rate boxes, you're really going to lose money unless you have this thing filled all the way to the top with loose Lego pieces. They're very easy and convenient, but go ahead and spend a little extra effort and use a used box and just calculate the shipping. This is really meant for heavier items, and Lego is pretty light. Now they did put in some bubble mailer here, and that's very nice. It keeps the pieces from rattling around, but if they had gone with a smaller box, they wouldn't even need this. We have the loose set. Now this one is a little more deconstructed. In a baggie again to contain all of the pieces. That's very good. And now the instructions here, they are in the bottom. So that's pretty good, but they're a little bit forced in there. Now it's a used set. I don't mind too much, but sometimes some of these instructions themselves are worth quite a bit, and it would be bad to get it pushed in a box like that. These are actually in pretty good shape. I believe this set is from the year 1998 or 99, but this was one of my favorite series as a kid, the Aqua Raiders. So really happy about getting this set. And I'm going to say the packing and shipping job on this is a 4 out of 10 studs. It's got a lot of room for improvement. Here we have box number 3. And now this one here is just instructions that I purchased for some sets I am building to resell. And a little thank you from the seller. That's fun to get. And here we have the box. A lot of people when they're collecting, they'll want the box along with a used set. I don't really care for the boxes, but they do put a lot of effort into the box art, and that itself is a fun thing to look at. But not what I got this lot for. Packing peanuts. don't really do a lot for Lego. Here we have the instructions. These are in very nice condition. Some classic 1999 Star Wars sets. Little advertising flyer. Here you've got the Space 1999. You've got the Throwbots. That was a fun series. You've got the Jungle Adventurers, Classic Ninja, your City, your Rock Raiders. That's always a really fun series to look at and get used sets from. And your 1999 Star Wars, which this year is the 20th anniversary of, so that's pretty fun. These instructions, it was kind of hard to tell from the photos, but they are in very good condition for being 20 years old. So I'm really pleased with that. And hopefully the people that I pass these booklets on to with the used sets will enjoy them as well. A really nice buy. And probably the most rare instruction we had in this lot is the original Republic gunship. There comes with the Phase 1 Clone Trooper and Jedi Bob. It's too bad he hasn't made an appearance in another set. And I really liked the blue color for the Super Battle Droid. Very, very fun set. And I don't have this one, and I may have some of the pieces in my collection, but I'll probably pass this instruction on to someone who would rebuild this gunship. So that's it. It would be nice to see these instructions in plastic, just bundled up in plastic. Even in a grocery sack would help protect if this box was rained on or got wet during shipping. And the Packing Peanuts actually kept these instructions pretty safe in shipping, but Packing Peanuts aren't going to do much for Lego bricks if you ever ship with that. And again, the box could have been cut down a little bit. Another thing too, a negative, was that this box here was right up near the surface. Now, it's not a problem on this because it's just an empty box, but if you're selling a set, you always want to protect that from being cut as they cut into the box. So overall though, I would give this a 7 out of 10 studs. Here we are on box number 4, the last one. And you can see from this side they did cut down the box to make their own size. But it still feels like there's a lot of empty room. So I think we can make an improvement on that. Brown packing paper. Yep, as you can see, they've got a lot of extra room in there. As you may be able to tell, this is the Ogle Command Center from the first Alpha Team series. And then in here you have the base plate. And it ended up in good condition. Now, one thing loose in a box like this is something that could be bent or cracked in shipping. But it ended up okay, so that's good. With all the loose space they had, and with shipping something large and fragile like this in a not well put together box, I'm going to give 4 out of 10 studs on the shipping. But for the item itself, I'm really excited to pick up this set. Again, it was one of my favorites as a kid, never got it. But the base plate is in great condition. The bricks are in great condition, they're not yellowed or anything. stickers are well placed. They're not peeling off or faded. And I believe the seller said it was missing one piece, and I think I noticed from the photo they were missing two, but same difference. That's it for the boxes. Now we're going to go and we're going to cut them down and see how much money we can save on shipping. Okay, so we'll start with this command sub because it's going to be the easiest. And you will just simply measure down and you're going to see the highest point that your Lego comes to. In this case, 3 inches. Then you're just going to mark 3 inches up on all the corners. Then what you'll do is cut down. Using the back of the blade, I'm going to score. Now, one thing you can do to cut down on weight is get rid of some of this in here. And if you want to get real fancy, you can put some tape here. That way nothing will get caught underneath. Also, your end tabs, you don't need this whole length. We're going to take a lot of that away. There we have the box cut to size. Let's see how we did. Instructions go in first. Some disassembly may be required. And because our Lego bricks are very near the surface, I'll take one of these. That way it will protect your Lego from the customer when they cut it open. Now we'll put it on the scale and see how much money we saved. So we've only saved 3 ounces. But when we put in the dimension changes, so the old package was going to cost buyers between $7.85 and $14.20 doing priority shipping. We left the width and length the same, but the height we cut down to 3 inches. So after changing the package details, the new package here is going to be between $7.35 and $9.30 to ship it priority mail. So on your farthest shipping distances, you're going to be saving $5. And that is quite a bit on a smaller item like this. Now, with the changes I've made, I would rate this at 8 out of 10 studs. You have very little room for movement. You have it protected from cutting the tape seal. And you have maximized shipping costs by reusing a box and getting it as small as possible. Alright, on to box number 2. Now, because this box was not suitable for the instructions, and these flat rate shipping boxes, as I said, just you're not going to get your money's worth when you are shipping Lego. And instead, what I have here is an Amazon box. I'm going to reuse this. And as you can see, I'm going to have to cut this down quite a bit, but it's going to be worth the effort. So here we have the finished box. Now what you could do is you could get some wood glue or hot melt glue or Elmer's glue in these tabs to make it extra secure, but taping around the outside of the box should be good enough. As before, we're going to go instructions first. Then you have your pieces. Okay, let's see how we did. Now with the new package details, we've actually only saved $1.25. But I'm curious what it would be if I was to work this box again. Okay, so here I've plugged in the new package information. If we were to cut this down farther, and it actually isn't going to save us any money. So we're going to go ahead and leave it with that one. But now you always want to check, because sometimes just a couple ounces or a couple inches will lower you into a new shipping category and you can save a lot of money. So for our box of instructions, you can see this really here is what I bought the lot for, was just the instructions. I did not care for the box. So what I would suggest is, if you have a squished box like this, I would cut it flat, or just not even sell it with the lot. The box art is very nice, but it's just going to be a hard time finding somebody willing to pay for this. So what I would do is get rid of the box. I would take these and I would put it into a flat rate envelope. Now this is the one time where I'm going to tell you to break the rule of never using flat rate for Lego. Lego instructions are pretty heavy. They're just paper. And so these are going to fit into your flat rate legal envelope and your large padded envelope. And for extra stability, I would put in a piece of cardboard the same size as this to help that from bending. And what you're going to do is that's going to end up saving you $2 or $3 over shipping them in a box this size. The last package here, the Ogle Command Center. Brown paper really does not do a lot for protecting Lego. This box just does not allow the base plate to sit flat. Here we have another Amazon box. It's large enough to take the base plate, and I'm going to cut this down. So here is the new box. Let's see how it does. We have room for the base plate to sit flat and secure. We also have plenty of room for the bricks. And we're actually going to cut this down even farther. So as you can see with this new package, it's much smaller than the one it arrived in. It's also more secure, and the base plate especially is going to be a lot safer traveling in this box. Overall, I would give this 7 out of 10 studs for this box right here. If I wanted to get the points up higher, I would add a little bit of packing material over here. So I've got the new package details into the eBay selling app here, and it's showing about the same range as the package before. Maybe I would have saved like $1.50. But the important thing is with that base plate more secure, you are not running the risk of having a pretty hefty partial return if that base plate was damaged. With sets with those old base plates, sometimes the base plate can be worth over half of the total value of the set. So you're going to definitely want to ship those secure. So this has been a packing and shipping Lego for selling on eBay and Bricklink video. I hope you enjoyed it, and good luck with your selling on eBay and Bricklink.